I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about this accident, but if you didn't, you need to check this out because it was absolutely crazy. In Florida, the guy that was illegal here in the United States, he did have a CDL somehow. He did a wild U-turn on the turnpike in Florida, which caused a crazy accident with the minivan. Check out this video really quick. The first thing I really want to talk about is look at his facial expression. This is after the minivan already went under his trailer. Look at the look on his face, man. Like nothing, no remorse, no sadness, no like, oh my God, what just happened? None of that stuff, bro. This look is really what's bothering me the most about this whole situation. The second thing that's really making me upset about this whole situation is not about race, bro. And everybody's in there like, who cares if he was illegal, blah, blah, so that if he was American. Dude, it doesn't matter. I don't care what color, what race, what nationality, what religion, what ethnicity. I don't care. I don't care if he was Polish, like my background is. I don't care. The whole point is he came here illegally through Mexico, somehow obtained a California CDL license, which you should never got, which is going to probably be illegal too once they dig into it. So yeah, dude, it's not about race, religion, none of that stuff, bro. This is about illegal drivers not speaking English, doing this kind of stuff, bro. He was all the way at the farthest lane, what it looks like from the video, and then he tried to do a U-turn on a turnpike, which is a big no-no. And look what happened, bro. Like casualties happen. So it's not about race, none about that, any of that stuff. It's just the pure point of illegal people getting CDLs, not speaking English, and causing all this stuff in the trucking industry. So I made ChatGPT make me like key points to talk about in the video. So let's go over all this, right? So it says right here, he was in the farthest lane out, right on his side. And then he busted a U-turn through the turnpike and blocked the whole highway going, or roadway, whatever, going north, which caused the minivan to T-bone into him, dude. So think about this. You're driving, right? And there's a highway on the other side of you. So you're not even in the lane closest to the other highway. You're all the way in the out lane, right? So you bust a crazy U-turn from all the way like around, and then your whole trailer and truck blocked the whole other way of the traffic. And the minivan was already going, flying, doing whatever, bro. He had no chance whatsoever to stop or do anything, right? So that's a point that's just absolutely nuts. How would you do something crazy like that? Did you not know how to read signs? Did you not know what's going on? Did you not know you could do that? You can't do that. From my understanding, on Florida turnpikes, you can't even bust U-turns, period, over there. And there was a sign that said only for like special vehicles. I'm guessing like ambulances, fire trucks, police officers, etc. Then if you look down, it says the driver's demeanor, right? Which exactly what I was talking about, dude. His face, no emotion whatsoever, no remorse, no like surprise, like no, oh my God, I can't believe this just happened, nothing, dude. Just a stone cold look in his eyes, which makes me look at him and makes me start thinking like, dude, there's something wrong with this dude, because no matter like how rough and tough or whatever you are, like if you see like a minivan just get totally messed up under your truck, you're gonna have some kind of reaction, right? I'm not saying start crying, feeling sorry or whatever, but at least like shock, surprise, anything like that, which he had zero of, which is just mind-blowing to me. Then we have the fact that he entered here illegally through Mexico, right? So it's illegal, undocumented. So next question is, how did he get the CDL from California? Which I'm sure they're gonna investigate. I'm sure Mr. Newsom over there is gonna be spin, trying not to get this information out, but there is something to look into, because like according to federal law, you cannot get a CDL driver's license if you're here illegally. So right there, that makes a CDL null and void. So if he's here illegally, he got the CDL here illegally, he probably don't speak English, which I don't want to speculate yet because I haven't, got into all those details, but most likely he probably don't speak English. It just looks to me like he didn't even care about the sign, even if he did understand English. I mean, that guy just honestly did not look all there to me. Like it seems like something's wrong with him. He's definitely like emotionally, like something's emotionally wrong with him. Because like I said, not reacting to that kind of accident is just absolutely crazy to me. So I mean, that's another issue right there we have going on for him. Then the next thing is you're talking about the laws in California. I'm not even gonna get into all that political stuff, man. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can read it if you want. The political charge fallout situation ignited backlash against California Governor Newsom, with critics pointing out that the state's policies enable Singh to legally drive heavy commercial equipment. However, some sources note the federal work permit provisions granted under Biden, not under California law, played a role in enabling and CDL acquisition. Regardless, I'm pretty sure it says, the law that you can't get a CDL without being here legally or, any of that stuff. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a federal law. I'm going to look into it. If I do find it, I am going to put it, something in here in this video to point that out. Now, this is completely wild, right? So here's what this says, right? Previous CDL-related incident. Singh was also involved in a prior incident in Arkansas in 2019, where his overloaded truck collapsed an 88-year-old bridge, raising red flags about repeated licensing and oversight failures. Bro, so you're driving overload trucks, so you didn't even go get it weighed, right? So I'm not sure if it's consolidated or the shipper loader like that. I'm not sure about that. I have to look more into this incident. But regardless, I mean, obviously something already happened. This guy just broke down a whole bridge, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a little traffic, you know, bumper to bumper little accident. Dude, he collapsed a bridge in Arkansas. I mean, I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing. This is not funny. But dude, this is nuts, man. So, you know, this guy already had some trouble in the past. Now, obviously, he's done for a while. I mean, the last thing ChatGPT told me to mention in the video was obviously the call to action to fix the issue, right? So it does tell me to ask you guys what you guys think, but I really do want to know what you guys think, right? Because obviously this is the driver's fault. He's going to be going to jail for a long time. And then once he's done with his jail sentence, you know, he's going to be getting deported out of here. And then people in the comments, oh, he's not going to go to jail. No, he's not. He's getting detained and ice. He's going to get sentenced. He's going to do his sentence, and then he's going to get out. I've had friends, the same thing happened to them. So they had to do their whole complete sentence before they got out. And then after their sentence was done, they got released, you know, deported back to their country. I've already had a couple of friends that it happened to. So this is what's going to happen. I know a lot of people say he's not going to make it out of jail. I mean, I just, you know, it's not like he did anything like weird. So I don't think, you know, anything that bad would happen to him in jail. But he definitely needs to get punished, man. And just from that look on his face, just from that reckless, all the way from the other side of the highway, you know, busting U-turn through a turnpike, blocking the whole other highway just is crazy. I mean, his company, you know, definitely have to get in trouble. That's a whole nother video, though, because I already seen a bunch of stuff how his company, you know what I mean, they're no good. They keep on closing companies, opening new ones due to safety scores and equipment failures and stuff like that, you know, so we're not going to get all into that now. But they're definitely going to get in trouble. I definitely think the CDL training school, which gave him the CDL, should definitely get in trouble. And they really need to investigate how he ended up in California getting a license. Somebody probably got paid off, you know, allegedly, supposedly, that's my opinion. But somebody most likely did get paid off. They gave him the license. Obviously, it's some kind of, you know, and my guess is going to have something to do with the driving school and somebody at the DMV in California where they're from. They have some kind of like a little, you know, pay to play scheme going on, which, listen, in business, I get it, man, pay to play. But when you're driving 80,000 pounds, you know, down a highway, you don't know how to speak English, you're paying for CDLs. That's one thing that you shouldn't be doing pay for play for, because it's a little bit different when you're doing it to get business, you know, or do anything like that. You're not really hurting anybody. But in this situation, you're, you know, look what happened. This is what happened. And these people that are operating these trucks with this much weight, like, really is like hard to do, and you need to be like good at it. You need to, you know, like speak English decently, read English decently. You can't be just giving away CDLs to people that come here illegally, don't understand the language, man. And this is probably part of the reason why trucking kind of fell off so hard, which I always thought, like, in trucking, you know, it's going to be a great industry, great place to work, have a career, no matter what. But like, it really is going down the drain a little bit. Because, like, you know, like CDL drivers, truck drivers, you should be respected a lot more. You should get paid a lot more, at least for, you know, that time period, whatever that money was they were making. And now it's kind of like, you know, this industry is being flooded, again, taken over by big corporations, just, you know, just ruining the game, man, just ruining the game. It's really sad to see, because, like, I love trucking, been in it for over 20 years, even though right now, like, I know I say this a lot, but even though right now financially it's not going that great for us, overall, my whole career, it's made my life. It's allowed me to do things, you know, have a family, house, etc. So it's really sad for me to see. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. What do you think needs to be done? Also, if you enjoyed the content, please make sure to drop some comments, likes, and subscriptions. And if you already subscribed, appreciate you greatly, and see you guys in the next video.
Okay, let's go.